Hello everybody, welcome back to the Speakeasy.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men.
I'm Hunter.
I'm gonna get all confused. Yes, Def Seth is here. Say hello.
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 He looks so angry.
I'm a kid.
Do it.
Alright, so today we're doing a cigar review of the Diesel Wicked. This runs about $12 a stick. This is a solid cigar.
I can see that. I like it so far.
Diesel is an AJ Fernandez stick. AJ Fernandez Company. Could you calm down? Excuse you. Sorry, everyone. So it's an AJ Fernandez company. Of course, this dude can almost do no wrong, although the only cigar that I've ever kind of disliked from him, and I still didn't even fully dislike it, was the Diesel Rage.
I thought it was decent.
I'm glad you thought so, because you traded me some other much better AJ Fernandez sticks for it.
Yes, I did.
So this was released in 2012. And I get a coffee note on this.
I'm getting some sweetness. Like,
Oh, I'm not pulling any sweetness.
it is.
But I've also maybe messed up the palate a little bit.
Super jealous about it too.
Sorry. But I am noticing like coffee notes and a little, almost like a leathery note, like I've pulled from Isla Scotches. I feel like maybe I should have pulled down an Isla Scotch instead of an Irish whiskey, but that's okay.
Yeah. But
So this was, excuse me, I did it too. There you go. This was released in 2012.
mm-hmm.
They couldn't keep up production with how they were selling. They ended up
Wow.
back ordered like 3 or 6 months out or something. It basically killed its own release.
Wow.
So they sold out of all of his initial release plan wicked fast. Nah,
Yeah.
it's called the Diesel Wicked. That wasn't on purpose. That was spur of the moment.
Unintentional.
Now this has it's Nicaraguan long filler, which it better be
Okay.
at that price. It's got a Honduran Nicaraguan binder. I'm not, or no, Nicaraguan Habano binder. My bad.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. I wrote Honduran because I'm slightly half retarded. So,
I'm the rest of
just,
the way.
just barely. Between the two of us, we both make either one intelligent person or one complete retard, depending on the day.
Fair statement. Fair statement.
Sometimes we have really, really stupid ideas, and sometimes we have really, really good ideas.
But none of our stupid ideas have gotten us killed yet. That I'm aware of.
I died the once.
Oh.
But I lived, so it's okay.
Okay.
I watched Ice Age with Nick
Oh.
last time he was out here. There's a guy that says that. They're like, "Did you die?" And he's like, "Sadly, yes, but I lived." All right.
How that works.
All right. Now, I don't want to get into much of the rest. I saved some stuff for after, because we're gonna smoke the rest of this and then come back and give you our thoughts on it.
It's peppery, like the, not just black pepper, but like almost a spicy pepper, but it's sweet, like a jalapeno mixed with a bell pepper.
I am starting to get some sweetness now that I'm focusing more on this.
And I will really, really fucking like that.
Yeah, this, I mean, I don't mean to spoil anything for you guys, but I've already smoked these before. It's one of my favorites.
I can see this easily becoming one of my favorites.
Which figures, because still probably our cigar of the year is going to be an AJ Fernandez stick, so...
I'm holding out on the two I have.
I've got one left. One of those. But So I guess that's what we have for right now. We'll come back as we get further in this, and I want to explain a little bit about the wrapper.
Okay.
So I guess we're still working on this whole transition model, but we'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
And we're back. So we had to start a little sooner than I normally would because Jake smoked his cigar faster. By trying not to.
Go big or go home.
I've been doing an exercise in smoking my cigars more slowly and like seeing just how long I can make them last, how little I can puff on them and still keep them lit.
I was trying.
Uh,
I suck way hard.
did we make the swallowing joke in the other half of this video, or was that the whiskey review?
I think that was the whiskey review.
Okay.
You're talking about mouth feels.
Yes, I was. Okay. So this cigar, I wanted to save the second half for you, the back half,
If you will.
It's
the best half.
This is a Pennsylvania,
The Joker.
broadleaf Maduro Ligero wrapper. And finally, I was like, all right, that's too many words. I don't know.
Okay.
And what I mean is I didn't know for sure if there were different definitions for what makes it a broadleaf. I wasn't sure what Ligero meant. I didn't even realize they grew tobacco in Pennsylvania. I knew they grew it in Connecticut. So, actually, I'd learned that before, but it was more recent than I care to admit. But, go ahead.
As I imagine they grew a lot of tobacco up in those few states.
Mm-hmm.
Around the 13 original colonial states.
Oh, what might give you that idea?
Because there's a lot of tobacco plantations.
Yeah. I figured it just shifted south as, those countries got more developed and they could grow better tobacco. Anyway. Sorry, America, but a lot of the tobacco leaves we prefer come from Honduras and Nicaragua and stuff like that, so. Dominican Republic.
I wonder what's inside of a Marlboro. I know it's short, really short, fine filler, but I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a fun future video.
Maybe. Really cement that white trash image.
Yeah.
Ask me if I give a fuck what you call me.
You palm
Just
for
don't
that.
call me a communist. It's broadleaf, Pennsylvania broadleaf tobacco is a dark tobacco variety. Broadleaf in general is a dark tobacco variety that is generally ideal for making Maduro cigars.
Okay.
The Pennsylvania one is obviously grown in Pennsylvania. Most Pennsylvania broadleaf is actually grown near Lancaster, Pennsylvania, by the Amish community there. They have a very large Amish community out there.
Probably getting a 100% natural tobacco product.
Go figure. It also isn't primed when it is grown. I'm not 100% sure what priming it means, though, and I didn't want to get 6 definitions deep.
Oh, okay.
So we will go into tobacco priming at some point soon. I've read a little bit more in my cigar book about this stuff, and it just... We could do a 2-hour video and barely encroach on all the knowledge you could be given about cigars. So...
I think I know how you prime a tobacco leaf. Just pump the little red button on the carburetor.
My assumption when you would prime it would be you'd cut a portion off of an already good plant and put it in the ground, or you would use something like a rootlet as opposed to a seed. Your wife actually might be the best person to ask about this if we weren't going to look it up.
Properly propagated. That's when you propagating is when you cut part off the plant and then grow it from the cutting.
Okay.
The root thing I think is probably the same. It's just you're still just cutting a chunk off.
We'll find out. I'm not defining that. I'm just sticking with broadleaf tobacco here. Because I thought that was an interesting tidbit of info.
Maybe we can get her to come on and talk to us about plants.
That would be cool.
She does have a degree.
She does. Could we get her to smoke a cigar with us while she did it?
Maybe. We might be able to get her to smoke a Fat Bottom Betty or a Sweet Jane.
It's a start. So back to the cigar itself. It's a solid cigar. The flavors get stronger, more Maduro punch. It's a very full-bodied
Yes.
cigar. I can see why they sold out so quickly.
As can I. This is...
It did get more peppery, more leather forward. Less coffee, I'm noticing now.
Yeah, I don't notice any coffee.
I'm also not noticing the sweetness like I did earlier.
It's...
I didn't pick it up right away, and then it did, and now I'm not again.
It's an elusive bitch.
But I'm really impressed with this. Once again, AJ Fernandez punches well. Although I will say that his most consistently good cigars are the ones that actually bear his name.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you've got to look for specific ones. Some are better than others. They're all I've only had one that I wouldn't intentionally buy again, and that's the Diesel Rage, which was also a Maduro. So
yeah, I do like this a lot better than the Rage.
Yes, I'm pretty impressed with it.
I would feel like I've traded down a lot less trading a Man of War for one of these.
Yeah.
But it was still a decent trade. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah.
Because I think I did it twice.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give this cigar a 9. I'm really pleased with it.
As will I. I mouthed it as you were saying it, or before you said it.
I was debating between an 8 or a 9, but it's only because it's an AJ Fernandez stick, and I'm sick of giving that guy so much props. Even though I'll apparently sit on Jonathan Drew's dick all day. But that's because he catches way more flack.
I like the kind of a roller coaster-esque feel. It started out for me. It was sweet, and then kind of peppery, spicy sweet, and then just pepper and spice, and kind of mellowed out there in the middle, like really mellowed out, and then now it's kicking back up with the spice. And
Yeah. And what surprised me about the sweetness in particular is normally when I get sweetness on a Maduro, it's like a dark chocolate sweetness. That wasn't this. I'm not sure what I would call it, but it wasn't like a dark chocolate sweetness that I would normally pick out. I can't taste it now, so.
For me, it was like a not flavored like, but the kind of the sweet spiciness you get from a habanero.
Okay. That makes sense. In that category.
Yeah.
But not the same flavor.
Yes,
Yeah, I get you.
and I really like that.
Yeah, so the Diesel Wicked, solid 9 from us. Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Hope we actually maybe taught you guys a little something today.
I learned something.
Till we see you again, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
We are the Dirt Road Men.
That's a damn good clap.
Hey everybody, if you like this video, hit a like or dislike, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you really like what we're doing, check us out over on Facebook where we post every day.